Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a special guest with me. I wanted to do a different type of video with everyone staying home. The kind of video I want to do is kind of like for everyone, mainly guys, because guys play video games I guess more than us girls, but we have our moments, girls. When we get bored, we play video games with our husbands, boyfriends, or guy friends. Let's admit it. So we're going to talk about some video games if you have the PlayStation 4,
but it can be,
mainly.
But it can be also for Xbox One and mostly consoles. These are the games that most consoles pretty much have.
So my special guest is obviously my husband, and he's going to go over all the video games. I can't really talk about too much of them. I haven't played all of them, but he knows them. So we're just going to start the video. Let's go.
Okay, so I'm just going to start off with some games. I'm going to start off the people that are most likely. I recommend the Spider-Man. That game. Game is very popular, and I think it's more of an kind of like a open world kind of game. It's definitely more suited for people that are like as being Spider-Man. Who doesn't love Spider-Man? He's one of the Marvel's best characters. It's mostly more of an open world game, and it definitely has a lot of time. It's a good time waster in my opinion. I think it's one of those games that definitely, if you're into Spider-Man or into any Marvel superhero, this is definitely the game to go. For the next one, this is a pretty recent one. It's the Star Wars Jedi Last Fallen Order. I know people are not particular fan, with Star Wars being with Disney and stuff, but this is maybe, in my humble opinion, probably the best Star Wars game we have since it's definitely from our dreaded Capcom, Nemesis, EA, and but Respawn Entertainment is definitely one of those companies that have been good with it. This is a very good open world kind of Star Wars game, so I recommend that. And for the next one, I bet probably already knows, if you're really into Westerns, this is the must Western game to have.
I will say my husband plays this at night, especially when I'm about to go to sleep, and it's always on loud. He has it blasting, and it's a lot of shooting, and he's really into it because I'll talk to him and he'll be like, what'd you say? So you definitely, I will say, will get like drawn to it and not even focus to what is around you.
So the game is basically, as you can tell, it is definitely the best kind of open world. Rockstar is usually known for their open world games. Grand Theft Auto is pretty much their prime example, but this is definitely the best sequel of them all. The only problem I will have to say is that memory-wise, it does take up a lot of memory. So it actually prompted me to actually get an external memory, external drive for my PS4. This is the game. It's about approximately 105 gigabytes. So yeah. It's gonna break your bank on your memory. So if you just giving you a forewarning when you buy this game. This one is another one of my favorites. It's definitely most I think underrated.
What's it called?
Metro Exodus. It's it's more of like a post-apocalyptic kind of game that's basically set in a nuclear post about a Russian during Russia. But it's definitely a very interesting game. It's one of the beautiful worlds out there. It's definitely a good time waster in my opinion. This is a good horror game that I recommend.
Evil Within 2?
Yep.
Okay.
And
what would you say about it?
The game is more of like a horror. I definitely recommend play the first one before you play this one, but this one you can definitely the first one either from Steam, Xbox, PS1. They're all in all platforms at this point, so you definitely can get the one, but the sequel is a must-have. This one is a personal for me. I think that since I'm a medical professional and I have, obviously what's going on, it's pretty stressful, and sometimes I just need one of those days where I just need to defuse, and people have their own way of defusing, but I would recommend this game. It's Doom 4. You could put Doom, I call it Doom 4 because of the way it's been broadcast, but it's technically Doom 2016. But I know the sequel came out, so I recommend this is a warm-up. I already ordered the sequel. It's coming out shortly, but you must have played this, kind of give you a warm-up, because trust me, the sequel is going to be intense. So I would recommend that one as your must-play list. And this one is the Last of Us. It's mostly obviously about a game that I highly recommend. It's probably one of the greatest games we can definitely play. It's very story driven, so it's definitely more emotional driven. I would recommend it just on the sake of just a good storytelling game that I would recommend, especially with since people are going to outside. And then this one just recently came out, and this game is mostly, mostly a good kind of like very bizarre kind of game in which it's like about a puzzle, like a very like action oriented game. I won't spoil the story. It's definitely something you have to like play before you, but I recommend it. It's not that expensive, and you can definitely get it for a decent price for Amazon or any other platform you can buy it
Order
on.
GameStop online.
Yep.
Give them some business.
And last one is the recent Resident Evil 7. I know people are probably playing the third or second one right now, but this one's really what I recommend. I recommend the Gold Edition only because it has all the DLC. Do not get the, because, right now you can get the single one, but I recommend the Golden Edition because it has all the DLC, all that's offered into one nice package. And that's about it. So I think that covers all the other games. If you have any, if you have any comments and anything that you could you can comment on the link below.
Yeah, comment down below if you have any of video games that are your favorite and that you like, and maybe we'll order them and maybe we'll play them, and who knows. We have so much time on our hands, actually, so, well, most of us do, but... Alright guys, this was a short video, but that was all the games that we wanted to talk about. So we're just going to end this on a light note. Everyone still stay positive, stay healthy, and be safe. See you guys later.